What is going on, everybody? I'm Hexagon Radio. Glad you could join me. Thanks for coming in. Today I'm going to do a short tutorial on how to set up a PulseChain validator. I'm going to make a couple videos with scripts from each person because there's like 3 or 4 scripts out here, and they all operate off the same one that was written by a guy named Gamesy. You can check him out on Gamesy at GitLab, or Gamma. Gamma started his off of Gamesy. RH Max has one out that's designed for operating in the clouds. The one I'm going to show you today, we're going to do in a cloud. I personally would rather set up in a cloud, just for the fact I don't have to worry about security. I don't have to worry about power going down, all that, the whole 9 yards. There's pros and cons to it. I suggest you do your homework if you're really serious about doing this. And I suggest that you start looking into some IT, because each one of these scripts got to be tuned in some kind of way. You can't just run them and expect them to run. All of them, even the easiest one, has to be somehow tuned in. So, with that being said, here's the stake and launch pad. This covers a lot of valuable information. What to do, what not to do. Alright. First of all, people, the very first thing is you have to have 32 million pulse to operate on mainnet. If you don't have 32 million pulse, you're not going to become a validator. You could set up a validator on a testnet, if you're curious, just to see how it works. But I do got to tell you that the monthly charge for a cloud to run the type of hardware that it needs to run a validator and to contain the amount of information it needs, the entire Ethereum blockchain, it takes a lot of computing power, and it's very expensive in a cloud. I mean, do the validators pay off? Is it enough to at least cover your weight monthly in your cover your monthly bills? How much you're gonna pay? Are you gonna be, reimbursed for that? Is it gonna make that much? I don't know, because I can't run a validator. I cannot. I've been working on this for damn near a month, and I cannot penetrate a fucking script that will work for me, man. And it's really fucking frustrating, to say the least. But I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna show you what to do. Maybe you guys will have more luck than I will. And I'm not trying to discourage nobody, because we need validators on PulseChain. That's how we grow. And without validators, we're not gonna grow. But it's also very freaking frustrating. It's a kick in the ass, and I don't even have 32 million pulse. I don't even know why I was doing it, but I just wanted to do it on testnet, I guess, to see how it does and what it does before I go and make a video on it. But unfortunately, I can't do that. What we want to do, though, is you want to go to DigitalOcean, and you come here. Here's what I have running that not doing anything. This Ubuntu, we'll go over that. But just for now, we are going to just make a droplet. Okay, people, I'm not going to beef up the package, because I know that this isn't going to work. But hey, if it can work for you, God bless you. But we're going to go to New York. And this is very important right here. We're going to choose Ubuntu 2204. Because if you're not talking to Jive, then it don't know. See, this is all your options. Again, I can tell you that you're going to need extra storage. You're going to need at least 8 gigabytes of CPUs, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and at least 1 terabyte of memory. So, to do it the right way, I think you'd have to spend a lot more than this, because we'd have to add volume to it. And we are going to need 1 TB, which is about the same as 1,000 gigabytes, I believe. So there, it's going to be 100. Say you can get away with this, you're going to still need that $100. That's what Gamma recommended to me. So we're just going to go down through here. We can give a droplet a name so we don't get confused. We'll call this Hexagon Radio. How's that? All right, and push, and then we just push create. Well, that's creating a droplet. You're going to want to come over here, type in your Google for GitHub DipSlayer. And we're going to use DipSlayer's script here. It's pretty easy, but like I said, it's hard to get it running. I'm putting my donation address down below. If anybody wants to make any kind of donations in Pulse or Pulse X or East, you know, we'll get one up and running. Hexagon Radio will get one up and running, but I just don't have the money to do it. I don't even have the money to invest in Pulse right now. I went through a bad accident and just very hard time in my life. I'm trying to put the pieces together. But so let's go into our Pulse X, see if we're ready to go yet. Yeah, we are. Hexagon Radio. We'll mount some volume to it just because I'm only going to put 100 just so I can get through this tutorial. So here we are with Ubuntu. We're going to launch this droplet. We'll push over here on these three dots, access console, launch droplet. But when you come down through here, oh shoot, I forgot that. Yeah, when you come down here, you're going to have to hook up with your SH keys. And it walks you through it. Okay, so we're back here again. New York, Ubuntu 2204. But when it says to connect with your validator, like right here, so I'm connected with SSH keys. You can do this, you can try it. It's kind of complicated if you have no tech, but you will eventually get it. I did. Or you can just sign in with the password. So, if you don't want to beat yourself over the skull trying to figure it out, then I would suggest that you go by password. Okay, so we gotta go forward yet. Okay, that brings us to here. So what we're gonna do, launch console. Alright, so now we're at the root. We're in Ubuntu. We got a fresh Ubuntu here. No poisons on it, no bad things. It's fresh, just made clean for us. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come to DipSlayer, and you can go down and you can put them all in, all the commands in manually. But DipSlayer makes it really cool and easy. Copy and paste it. So see. Boom. And we're gonna paste it right there. Just hit enter and let this thing do its work. And while this is working, you'll be coming across a couple of these things. Here he wants you to press enter. Donations. He's accepting donations, and so am I. Yes. Enter. Enter. We are going to do the testnet, people. Now he's going to want to check your time zone. This is like the same way when you sign into other, like RH Max and David Feeder. You're required to put your ID number, your whatever it's called, IM number, your number from your router I forget what number that is, man. But I'm just gonna put where I'm in America, and just look for something here. Look for New York. We'll say New York. New York. Here we go. Time zone set. Your IP address. Your that's what I was thinking of. So we're gonna go with guess number one. You can go whatever you want. You just read what it says up there. It takes longer to sync, and it can't really predict anything will be better. So we'll just roll it one. And we're gonna roll it lighthouse. Again, you can choose prism, whatever you want. This here, just push enter. Dead snakes in the driveway. And then we just let it go on, do its thing here. It's installing dependencies. I mean, you can read through the code as it's going through. So has anybody checked out Ape Incorporated on PulseChain? Check it out. It's a project I'm working on. Going to be releasing NFTs here in the very near future. But anyway, this is going to do its thing. It's going to go and go. It'll ask you to hit enter a couple more times until it's all said and done. But I really like this script. It'll be cool if we can get it to work. You know, it's easy. It's just they're hard to sync. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't sync them. That's my problem. But hey, it might be my area. It might be whatever. I don't see how it could possibly be because I'm working out of a cloud. But I also live in a very remote part of the United States of Pennsylvania. Extremely remote. So that could be a factor. Don't let my negative thoughts encourage you. I hope it don't. That's why I'm showing you this. We need validators, and maybe you can get it running. It's just that I have a hard time doing it. I'm not technology advanced. I'm just an old head. I'm older. I'm an old head. I tried like heck to learn it, but I just couldn't do it. It's a very easy script as well. So just keep pushing OK when you go down through here. It's almost done now. Now we're installing Docker. And the best advice I can give people is do not start your validator. Do not pay your keys. Do not do any of that until wait until when I get here. We'll do that. But I would not do any of this until you are 100% synced. And I'll show you real quick what's going to happen while we're waiting for that to download. I figured there'd be one of those. Okay, we're going to get into a part of the script where I'm not going to be able to jump over now. But, so what's it doing? Creating a blockchain main folder, generating a JWT hex secret. That's so that your clients can talk to each other, your lighthouse and your guest, and main users the root. Now once you get done with this and you get it all working and stuff, you want to sign out of the root and into another account, just so that people can't mess with your root. You'll be the only one that can get in there. So we're going to press enter. So it's creating a shared group so that they can combine the files so we can join our clients together. Press enter. Setting up a firewall to allow access to your SSH and port 8545 for local hosts and private network connections. I put Yes, just to make it as easy as possible, and I'm on testnet. I am not on mainnet. You may want to go through and consider your options here, because the more people the more you open this up, the more that people have a chance to get in it. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just doing, I'm opening it up, because you know it's gonna be destroyed afterwards. So. Okay, yes. Firewall is active. Generating, starting the execution client. So it's generating the gas right now and it's starting it. It's generating the lighthouse and it's starting it. It's been created successfully. Copying over helper scripts. Finish copying helper scripts, and now it's asking, it's been generated, written in the blockchain menu.sh. Do you want to add desktop shortcuts to the menu? I always put yes. You know we never get them. Press enter to continue. Press enter to continue. Would you like to set up a validator? Yes. Enter. Testnet too. If you're working on the mainnet, you put one in there. I don't have 32 million Pulse. I cannot work on mainnet. It's not an option for me. I think that's one of the reasons I left it go. And the only reason I'm doing this video on DigitalOcean right now is because hey, DigitalOcean is the best place to go, by the way, because they give you like 30, 60 days free, man. So for you to mess around and see what you can get going, that's one cool thing I liked about it. Okay, we're going to push enter here. By default, it's going to go to blockchain. Okay, so now it's running our staking client. It's running Python. What this is going to do, it's going to generate validator keys. Now this is where it gets itchy. What I do is I just go onto okay, some people, you have three options here. You can create new validator keys. You can import, restore validator keys from folder, from an offline generation or backup. This is what I would do, people. If I were you, I would definitely make them offline on a different machine, copy them, and base 64 them into Lighthouse. But for now, I'm just going to let it generate validator keys because, like I said, I'm not doing nothing with this. Please enter your withdrawal address. And this is just a fake wallet, people. It's a fake wallet designed just for this interview. So ain't gonna get nothing out of there. Okay, so what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna go back to the script, paste in the withdrawal address, hit enter. It's gonna run a staking client. It's gonna ask you what language you want it in. I can only speak and understand English, so I'm gonna put number 3. Enter. And it's going to ask you for your execution address again. Paste. Enter. Choose how many validators you wish to one. Enter. Now it's saying set up a password for Ethereum validators, and we're just going to use something really. Oh, that's I gotta go right. Shit. Now, people, I'm just putting a crazy password in there because I am not running this validator. I suggest that you know use some really good passwords. Whatever you're doing, this anything with the validator, use good passwords. This is your mnemonic. You copy this down. People, this is the thing that you write into steel. Whatever you do, you know, tattoo it on your grandma's forehead. I don't know. Whatever you do, you know, this is what you got to keep this safe. Tattoo it to your butt. But I'm just gonna copy and paste because, like I said, this is just for video tutorial only purpose. So paste that in there, enter. And what it's gonna do now is it's gonna start. Huh, looks like I pasted wrong. Maybe right here. It's generated our validator key. That's what it just did. It's generated our validator key, and if you want to check it out, you can just go like this. Oh, I can't. I forgot what this one. Here, you want to put your MetaMask in there, or you can always put Dip Slayer there for his donation, or you can put mine in there for my donation. Whatever you want to do. I suggest Dip Slayers. So we're going to copy this address again, go back to our validator, and paste. Enter. You want to put some graffiti on there? It's up to you. Now it's doing its thing. Yes. Yes, you definitely. That's your monitor system for the validator. The Prometheus and put enter. Lighthouse. Enter. Dip Slayer, he's the guy that brought us this script. You know, I'm just passing on his information. Press enter to continue. Yes, enter. We're just gonna keep this real easy. We're gonna go one, the easy way. And then yeah, we're gonna reboot it. Then reboot. This may take a few minutes. It's connecting. Connect it. And we're here. Once you get to this part, people, you just go PLSME, Pulse, MENU. So we'll get to the screen, and what we want to do is we want to start the long viewer, push OK, and we're going to go just as a single window. 4 come up. But now what you're doing here, people, is you are waiting for this validator to sync up to the lighthouse, to the beacon chain, to the lighthouse validator, and to your guest. And yeah, so now you just got to sit and wait. People, I would suggest that you wait like a good 3 days. Just let this thing do whatever it wants to do for 3 days. 3 days you should be synced, right? Because it's hard to tell with this information what it's throwing at you. All right, but this is all looking good for me. Sync and deposit blocked. I don't like that. That's one of the reasons I don't think I can fucking run a validator, because either I've been blocked or something happened and I can't figure it out, because that shows up on every time I try to do it. I'm blocked. So maybe I did something wrong. I'm a very outspoken person. I believe what I say, and I say what I believe. But yeah, something there, it's really fishy. I can't get through there. But I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to throw it out there so you guys can start becoming a validator. And my next video, I'm going to show you how to work this thing, the PulseChain Launchpad. How to make your deposit once your validator is in sync. Please do not try to make your validator deposit until everything is synced up. And there is a way, my next video, I'll come back and I'll show you. But there is a way to, there is a way to successfully do this. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just moving my mouse and it's doing this. So I messed up. But don't move your mouse like I did. This will come back on, I believe. Yeah, and that's it. So my next video I'll be releasing is how to work the deposit, the launch pad. People, thank you for coming, and I wish you the best, and I hope that you can be. I hope that you be the best validator that you can be.